Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. So this is Wild Rift gameplay footage. So it's going to be kind of similar to the Let's Play Ranked series that we have been doing. However, this is all going to be one video, no cuts. I'm not going to have any crazy memes in this video or anything like that, because if you don't follow the second channel and you aren't familiar, I started a new job as a mail carrier. So we'll talk about that a little bit later in the video, but essentially I just don't have the time to continue to record and edit videos on my computer like I normally do. So I'm trying to think of ways to kind of change up the content to still bring content to the channel, because I love making content. I just don't have the time to do it as much as I would like to right now, since I'm still adjusting to basically working 7 days a week and that sort of thing. So this is gonna have to do for now. So this will go in its own separate playlist if you guys are interested. It'll probably just be called Wild Rift Chronicles, where we will have these sort of videos that showcase some Wild Rift gameplay and just kind of allow me to just talk about whatever I want to talk about in the moment. So it'll kind of allow me to keep you guys up to date. That way, if you don't follow the second channel, you still know what's going on with me and things of that nature. So obviously, yeah, so like I said, I started with a job with the post office as a mail carrier, and it's been going incredibly well. I can't really complain about anything like that. It's there's just a few things that are hard to adjust to, one of which being, as I mentioned at the beginning, I'm essentially a 7 day a week. Well, let's back up. So I'm technically classified as a part-time, full-time employee, which I don't really know how that works exactly, but that's how I'm labeled. So I go in the morning and I cover basically a route for a regular carrier who is not in the office that day. So I go in, I do their route or a part of their route, and then depending on when I get done, I also am responsible for helping other carriers finish their routes. And every carrier pretty much has to be done before I'm allowed to leave. So if there is a carrier still working, I have to go out and help them with their load to finish. So kind of the bitch boy of the post office in a way, which sucks, but it is what it is. I understand it. You have to work your way up in a lot of these. It's the same way as like it would be if you were a trade. You start out very bottom tier doing the bitch work, and then obviously as you progress, as your seniority level increases, you are able to start doing more and more tasks. So I understand I'm at the bottom of the totem pole and I've got to work my way up, and I have no issues with that. And honestly, even though I am working 7 days a week, the job is so straightforward and relatively easy that I'm not even worried about it. So I'm just kind of keeping my head up, working a lot of hours, and doing what I need to continue to grow within the company. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much what I've been doing, working a whole lot and staying busy that way. So honestly, I haven't played any desktop league at all. I guess I did play 2 games on Tuesday. I actually got Tuesday off, and just to make it clear, I got Tuesday off, and I had no idea I had Tuesday off until 10 minutes before my shift started, and then they called me and told me that I had the day off. So that is how short notice it can get in my position. So I just don't know what's going to happen or what's going on at any time. So yeah, that's why it's getting harder to make content, if that makes sense. But like I said, it's really no big deal. We'll make do for the time being, and hopefully you guys will enjoy Wild Rift Chronicles and whatever mobile game content that I can crank out for you guys in the meantime while we're kind of in the process of getting back to normal. So yeah, this is obviously Wild Rift. I did a Wild Rift live stream a while ago, like guerrilla style. I was recording my phone and shit. I'll just delete that video, and this will just take its place. But Wild Rift's a game I actually really enjoy. I really got into it when I was working at my last job. I would play it during my lunch breaks, and yeah, I think it's a very competent port of League of Legends. It's just, it's a good time, especially if you're not able to play. This is a great way to fill the time and still kind of get your league fix in when you're not able to sit down and play a 45-minute version of the game. Now, I am playing Caitlyn here, which is a little bit unordinary for my channel. The league videos I've posted in the past have all been from the top lane. But believe it or not, on desktop, I think the role that I am best in is AD carry. That's the role that I have played probably the most of. I just switched to a solo lane in Season 10 primarily to help try to grind and climb the ranks, because as an AD carry, it's really, really hard to climb unless you have a competent support. And I do have great support friends that play the game, but they're not always on, so I switched to a solo role. So I've become a top main on PC, and I am definitely a top main on Wild Rift. I just got filled into bot lane in this game, and it happened to be a pretty good one, so I thought I'd upload it. I really think that AD carry in Wild Rift is the hardest role in the game, and you guys will have to let me know in the comments what you think the hardest role is, but in my opinion, it is definitely AD carry, and the reason that's so difficult is the targeting. So basically how this game works, you have that basic attack button on the right hand corner of the screen, and that prioritizes low health minions, or it prioritizes the nearest enemy champion. So as an AD carry, the most important and crucial mechanic that you need to be able to have is to be able to pick off weak targets in the back line of team fights, to basically shoot around the frontline tanks that are trying to stop you. You want to be able to hit the weaker, squishy targets because you're the one dealing out a ton of damage. I don't know why I'm just standing there. Oh, I was waiting for the wave. But anyways, so your objective is to poke out squishy champions. And that's really, really hard to do in a game where it forces you to hit the closest champion on the screen. Now, you do have some ability to manually aim in this game. You basically hold the basic attack button, and then you can drag it onto the enemy that you want to target. However, the problem with that is then you can only hit that target, right? So if you are in laning phase and you use the manual target to hit the AD carry, no matter what you do, you will always hit the AD carry, and you will miss all your minions because you're just hitting the AD carry. So there is two little buttons there to the bottom and to the top of the basic attack button. There's a minion button and a tower button. I just haven't got used to using those yet, but I'm sure if you auto lock onto a champion and hit the minion or tower button, that would probably avoid the manual targeting. But it's just really, really hard to do that all on your phone. It's a lot easier with a mouse and keyboard, obviously, because you're just clicking people. So it's really no issue there. It's just really hard on Wild Rift. So yeah, I would strongly recommend to try not to flame your AD carry teammates on this game, because it is very, very, very difficult. So yeah, this game's going pretty well. Like I said, we are 2-0. I think I got an alt kill on Pyke early game, and then we just netted backwards to close the gap on, I don't know if it was Varus or Pyke, and got the kill on him there. And we just took bot tower, roamed mid, took mid tower, and now we're looking top. So you see a lot of like big roams in this game because the map is so much smaller. You really can get anywhere, and it's pretty cool in that way. It's also cool because these games are a lot faster, so it's a much faster paced game, which just makes for some crazy moments. Flash over the wall, get that kill on Garen, really no issue whatsoever. And just like that was a 4-man gank top lane, and looks like we're probably going to lose bot tower for that roam, but we got 2 towers and a kill top, so totally worth it. And I'm just going to take this time to shove top lane up as our jungle River Shen drops Rift Herald top lane and we get top turret. So technically 3 turrets all in one life there. Didn't even back for him. that's cool. That's the fun part about Wild Rift, though. Games are fucking nuts. They are crazy, crazy, crazy. So, yeah, still pushing forward. I got a huge gold lead, so I'm pretty confident at this point in the game. I'm holding on to way too much gold here, which is I always do this shit. Like there's a running joke amongst my friend groups, amongst my friend group, but when you have that much gold in your pocket, it's a cam amount of gold, and yeah, probably cost me my life there. If I would have just backed earlier and spent that gold and then come back, I wouldn't have died in that situation. But we didn't. We got caught. We died. But we got a Trendemir split pushing bot lane. Looks like he's probably going to go ahead and get that bottom tower. So, yeah, what else is there to talk about? I will leave a link down below for my second channel. I know that I'm plugging that channel a lot, but I will be honest with you guys. I enjoy making that type of video, like vlog content and just different content, not gaming related. I almost enjoy it more than making my gaming content. You know, ever since I was a young kid and started making content online, it was always gaming focused because that was my hobby at the time, and that was really all that I knew. And I never really expanded my content creation into anything different. It was always just entirely focused on gaming, and that was that. But as I've gotten into it more, started to figure out things, I'm just really enjoying the IRL stuff and really enjoying creating that sort of content more so than I am the gaming stuff. Of course, I still love the gaming stuff. Gaming is still a huge part of my life and a big hobby of mine, but it's just been a little bit easier to make the other videos as of late. So you know, I would really recommend checking it out. And I would recommend checking out my TikTok as well. You know, it's something that I mentioned before, but on the topic of creating other content, the TikToks that I make, I'm very proud of. The videos on the second channel, I'm very proud of. And I wasn't ever really proud of any of the gaming content that I created. So for my best work, I will go check those out. But I will say I am really proud of the Let's Play Ranked series that we have done. Those videos I think are really funny, and I think that they're pretty well put together, even though they're coming from a really, really, really basic editing standpoint. I think those videos are pretty fun, and I think that they'll make you laugh if you haven't checked those out. So yeah, those are the first gaming related videos I've been really proud of. So check them out if you haven't. Let me know what you think. I would love to know your thoughts, and obviously leave comments down below on things you think I can improve on or things that you think I should focus on to make my content better. I don't do this, I mean, I do this for myself because I love creating content, but at the end of the day, I do it because I want you guys to be able to watch this stuff and enjoy it, because, you know, I spend all my time watching YouTube videos. What a nice snipe on Echo right there, eh? And, you know, I don't watch TV, I watch YouTube. That's just what I do. And I want to be able to make content for people like me that like watching gaming stuff on YouTube. So, yeah, any way that you guys, you know, think I can improve, don't hesitate to let me know. Constructive criticism is very appreciated here. I won't take offense to it. I'm totally open to it. So feel free to express any of those opinions down below. Obviously, don't be a fucking ass hat, and if you are, I'll just ignore it. But you know, it is what it is. I'm always willing to hear you out and try different things. Let's see, what else is there really to talk about here? I've got a Let's Play Ranked game in editing at the moment. I'm about halfway through the editing process of that video, so that should come out some point in time. I just don't exactly know when, so bear with me on that. I will do my best to get that out to you guys as soon as I can. It's another, well, I won't even say what the champion is, but it ended up being a pretty fun game, so I think you guys will enjoy it, and that's in the works, so stay tuned for that. And then I'm also considering starting a Wreckfest series on the channel. I've been watching Soundhead Entertainment. I've been watching them for a while, so it's not like I just discovered his channel or anything, but Soundhead Entertainment does a really awesome job with his Wreckfest videos, and I kind of want to do my spin on his content. So I've been thinking about that. I've been playing Wreckfest again, just to kind of experiment with it and kind of working through some ideas. And that's something that is in like the developmental phase in my head right now. And I will link Soundhead Entertainment's channel down below. Please go check him out as well. His videos are hilarious. If you like racing game videos or not, still worth a watch. My wife finds Ed Soundhead super funny as well. I fall asleep to his Wreckfest playlist all the time. My wife always complains that it's too entertaining, and it keeps her up, and it's hard for her to fall asleep. And she, is the most casual of casual gamers, doesn't ever play any racing games, just plays Animal Crossing, and she finds him super entertaining. So definitely check him out. He's one of my favorites. So yeah, I would highly recommend that. So that's kind of, like I said, in the works. And as far as for the second channel, I don't really have anything brewing at the moment. I can't really get any footage of working for the post office. All that stuff is like confidential, classified information, obviously. It's customers' addresses and names and all that. So super, super, super not smart to record any footage involving customer information or client information. So that will not be happening. Like I said, I do like my job. I do not want to lose it. And so yeah, that's just not gonna happen. So we did release a bowling vlog Tuesday. We released that. The second bowling vlog, I bowled like ass. Shit, bad, not good. Very bad day for me. But it's gonna happen, so it was still a fun video. It's always good to get out there and bowl, regardless of if you play good or bad. It's always good to see my brother and my mom and my dad if he shows up. That's really what the bowling nights are all about for me, is just some much needed family time. Because as you get older, you move out, you don't see your family as much as you did when you were a kid. And when you're a kid, your family annoys you, but when you're out of the house, you miss them. So it's just it's good quality time that I feel like I really need, and I really enjoyed doing that. While we're on the topic of my family, my brother did just start his second channel as well. If you're interested in any collecting type of videos, he started a channel called Dax Collects. It's D-A-X. Daxton is his name. Dax Collects, and he is doing coin collecting content on his second channel. So go check that out as well. I'll link that down below. Just support the whole Confidence fam is what I'm saying. But yeah, his videos are pretty cool, and yeah, it's fun to just watch. I mean, I'm not a coin collector myself. I'm not a collector really of anything. I was a game collector for a while, quote unquote. I never really got too big into it, but I thought it was cool. I thought the idea of having a lot of cool games like that on my shelf was cool, but that luckily left my system. My brother does have a big collective heart, so he's working on coins now, but he collects cards and a bunch of other stuff as well that hopefully, if his channel gets enough traction, he'll start to expand and show some of his other cool collections that he has. And yeah, I'm super proud of him. I'm happy that he found something that he enjoys to do, and I think his videos are good. They're worth a watch all the way through, for sure. He does a good job editing. He's a better editor than me, motherfucker. But it is what it is. Good for him. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this game. I will continue to upload more Wild Rift Chronicle episodes as we continue. That won't all be focused about me and what the hell's going on with me. We'll do some gameplay type of commentary instead of just talking about my life on some of these videos. But in this video, I just wanted to kind of open the series talking about me and why I started the series, which is just due to a lack of time and all that other stuff. So yeah, hopefully that all makes sense to you. And yeah, if you're interested, give Wild Rift a shot. I think it's a ton of fun, and I can't say it's underrated. It's pretty popular, but if you're into Desktop League and you're looking for a nice replacement while you're at work or while you're away, definitely fits the bill. It's a lot of fun, and feel free to add me, Confidence on Desktop League, on Wild Rift, obviously, on Steam, on whatever. If you look up Confidence, no matter where you are, that'll be me. Almost always, except for Instagram. There's some dude on Instagram named Confidence, and he's like a model. That is definitely not me. You guys have seen my face before. I am not that quality. So that's clearly not me. But I don't even have an Instagram. But any other platform, feel free to follow me there. And I'd be happy to queue up with you guys and play with you, whatever you want to play. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this. It was a ton of fun to make, as usual. Got a nice fat ass on Caitlin, even though I probably didn't deserve it. And yeah, other than that, take care, guys. Thanks for watching the content, and we'll catch you on the next one.